everybody. Happy Sunday night. Wrapping up the weekend with pretty cool conditions. San Antonio did not see any rain today, but if you were east of Bexar County, near Gonzales, Cuero, and towards the Houston area, that's the most areas today that saw a little bit of rainfall earlier this afternoon, but otherwise it was pretty quiet here in the San Antonio area. We're going to be talking about the forecast for the next several days here on Facebook Live, in addition to all other social media platforms this evening. So if you have any questions about the forecast, let me know. We'll dive into the numbers. And speaking of numbers, take a look. Today's high was 92, and you'll see that is well below average, which is quite a surprise for this time of year, because typically early, middle August, that's usually the hottest time of year, but we'll take it. Cloud cover kept our temperatures down a few degrees. Still hot though, 92, average is 96. And the daily record today was set back in 1999, guys. So a 23-year-old record of 104 that still stays in the books. So it was a hot year back in 1999. Let's switch up the view real quick and give me a second. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. All right. So let me just set this up real quick, guys. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. We'll talk about the forecast for the next several days. We'll have to fix this camera angle because it's a little high for the computer desk. But anyway, bring on the rain, Astrid says. Yes, Victor wants rain. Everybody wants rain. Yes, yes, yes. So again, chance at rain tomorrow. Not so much tonight. So if you have any plans outdoor this evening, outdoors tonight, it's pretty quiet. But again, that's the numbers. I'll have to adjust this particular slide. I'll have to just go back to another one real quick. Yeah, there we go. That's better. All right, so for the record, 92, and take a look at another graphic full of numbers. So take a look at this. You'll see this month in full, at least for the first 21 days, it's been pretty quiet. There has been some rain this month, but not a lot. You can see a couple days of traceable amounts of rain, but the wettest day this month was back on the 15th, last Monday, and that's when we picked up a little less than 2/10 of an inch, not too far from 1/4 of an inch of rainfall back on last Monday. Otherwise, been fairly quiet, and good news, every single day this week is going to contribute to even more rain in the forecast for San Antonio and for areas across the region as well, from here to Del Rio to Houston to Corpus Christi. I think all of us are at least going to get in on some kind of rain in the next several days, and we'll break that down in the timing in just a bit. Okay, so 86 degrees, feels like 94. Audio is working okay. So please rain. I know, Heather. We are crossing our fingers for some rain. And again, some's on the way for tomorrow. We'll show you that in just a bit. 86 feels like 94. East-southeast wind 15 miles an hour. Humidity is up. So I do want to mention, if you're heading out early tomorrow morning, rain, not going to be a problem. It'll be cloudy tomorrow morning. The clouds are going to rush back in. And with high humidity and mild temperatures overnight, as you can see, we're at 86 right now in San Antonio. That's going to help generate a little bit of fog tomorrow morning between the hours of about 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. It's not going to be a lot, but with a little bit of patchy fog, that may cause a little bit of slowdowns on your drive out. If you're commuting out to Pleasanton, to Houston, to San Marcos, if you're going out anywhere tomorrow morning, just prepare for a little bit of fog and more cloud cover, if anything. Temperatures right now still 92 at Del Rio, 91 at Eagle Pass, 87 in Floresville, and upper 80s across the hill country. Now, in regarding rain right now, it's pretty quiet. As you can see, a few showers moving into Sonora and just north of Rock Springs, but not severe. And most of this is just some moderate to heavy localized rain in northern Valverde County and just south of I-10 and southeast of Sonora. That's the latest on the radar in the northwestern hill country. We did see some moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. We had a tropical system that moved into northeastern Mexico last night? Yeah, last night, early this morning, and pretty much in the overnight hours. And what that's doing is pulling in more tropical rain towards the north near Columbus. But even at that, it's pretty low in coverage, and it's not materializing into much. Towards Porter Springs and southeast of Waco and north of Huntsville, that's where some rain is still pretty active. But aside from that, zooming out, the whole state looks pretty good. And keep in mind, the entire state, ongoing drought, pretty bad rainfall amounts in the entire year. San Antonio is only at about 5.5 inches of rain for year-to-date rainfall, which we should be closer to about 17 to 18 this time of year, and we're well behind schedule. But good news, some areas in West Texas seeing some pretty good rain outside of Lubbock. Matter of fact, you can see some flash flood warnings out there, southeast of Lubbock and north of I-20 in Abilene. So if you have any family out there, some pretty busy weather is unfolding on this Sunday night. Some rain in Oklahoma City and in North Texas, Red River Valley, and along I-35 north of Dallas. All right, let's see what's going on. Is that tropical storm coming this way? No. So let's actually show you a graphic. So there was a tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico last 24, 48 hours, but that has since moved out. And it was a low. It never formed into anything. It wasn't a storm. It was not a tropical depression. It was just an area of rainfall that moved into the Brownsville area late last night, this morning, but now has fizzled out. So it wasn't much. It wasn't very strong. But when that typically happens, especially in this time of year, August, September, that can throw moisture in our direction. So that's setting up the stage for more rain on the way for tomorrow, for Tuesday and Wednesday. And we'll show you what that means in a second. So this was the forecast cone from last night for the potential tropical cyclone. But as you can see, it's not much out there. You can see on current satellite, it's not busy whatsoever. There's some rain in northern Mexico on this last couple frames near Del Rio, but aside from that, pretty quiet. Okay, so our forecast mainly driven by this next frontal boundary. This is our next weather maker tomorrow. So if you have plans out tomorrow morning, again cloudy, maybe a little bit of fog, temperatures in the 70s Monday morning. And then towards lunchtime, some sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover, highs in the lower to middle 90s once again. But it gets a little busy and a little tricky. So look at this. Here's Futurecast. Here's one forecast model. This is the IBM graph model. So this is tomorrow morning around 9:30, 8:30 or so Monday morning. And then we're going to watch a front drive farther south. And typically, when fronts move farther south and enter a more humid, favorable environment like South Texas and temperatures in the 90s, that's going to help touch off some rain. So you'll see by tomorrow, 2:30, rain is moving into the hill country, San Marcos, Austin area. So basically central Texas into maybe the hill country, 2:30 tomorrow. And then that's going to dive farther south. With the heating of the day, that should keep things pretty potent and favorable and conducive for scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. tomorrow. And you'll notice on this particular forecast model, that's 4:30. And that's scattered to numerous showers between Del Rio, Uvalde, Hondo, San Antonio, and out to Gonzales and even near San Marcos and Seguin. That's 4:30 tomorrow based on this one forecast model. And then zooming out and kind of showing you the bigger picture, and through 7 p.m. tomorrow night, more numerous downpours towards the south and southwest as this line drives farther south towards the Rio Grande, towards Corpus Christi, George West, and Beeville. Now, based on the latest guidance, this particular frontal boundary, it's not going to be a strong one. I mean, it's not going to be a strong cold front. It is a frontal boundary. It is a cold front, but it's going to stall somewhere in the area. And as long as it's near us, and it really heats up in the afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, lower 90s, and then plus some upper level support, that's going to be pretty conducive for just waves of rain. So for example, I'm going to fast forward through about midnight and then 2, 3 a.m. Tuesday morning. More scattered activity, and then as we go into sunrise Tuesday morning, some sunshine, some clouds, and then there'll be a couple of waves of rain around Wednesday morning and then Wednesday afternoon. So it's not going to be a lot of rain, and most rain that does materialize will be very scattered. So while we do have daily chances for thunderstorms and showers, it's mostly scattered activity. So 40 to 50% of coverage, and that is it. And you can see, based on this high resolution forecast model, you'll see, yeah, Kerrville, Fredericksburg, and even San Antonio, portions of Bexar County will cash in on some rain Monday, tomorrow afternoon. But through Tuesday and through Wednesday, there will be swaths of nothing. I mean, between, you can see with this forecast model, between Seguin and Gonzales, not much. Between, let's say, Carrizo Springs, Cotulla, you know, that area east of I-35 towards Laredo, not much. So that's how the forecast is going to look. A lot of folks are going to get in on some rain tomorrow night, and then scattered Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just some spotty scattered rain. But there's going to be a lot of folks, especially in these rural areas outside of Gonzales, outside of Cotulla, that won't see as much rain. And the forecast calls for about 1 to 3 inches of rain over the next 7 days. localized areas, and where you can see some of those darker colors outside of Beeville and towards Corpus Christi, Matagorda Bay, and towards Houston, those dark yellow, red, and purple colors, those are indicating rainfall amounts upwards of 3 to 4, 5 inches of rain in the next several days. So again, these are going to be scattered showers tomorrow afternoon. Same thing for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And there's going to be a lot of folks, especially in rural areas south and southeast of Bexar County, that may not see as much as some areas to the north, like in the Hill Country and around the Bexar County area. Now, matter of fact, the Weather Service has issued this, or what did issue this earlier today. You can see everything in green. Notice this. This is a flood watch. So Weather Service is watching for the potential for some minor street flooding in the Hill Country primarily tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So from Kerrville, heads up for Rock Springs, Camp Wood, Austin, Lampasas, and towards Dripping Springs and towards Bulverde, right? So anywhere in this area for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, there is a slight risk for some minor flooding. It's not going to be a huge event. And as you know, I mean, our soil is pretty dry. We're in pretty bad drought. So our land can handle it, but the thing is, some of these thunderstorms that develop tomorrow afternoon will be capable of producing rainfall rates up to 3-4 inches an hour. They should move farther south very quickly. But if you do get caught under a pretty heavy, strong to severe thunderstorm, that can lead to some high water spots on a few roads and a few areas, especially if your neighborhood or if you're living in a spot that is prone to flooding pretty quickly. So just a heads up, Bexar County is not included in this flood watch, but areas to the north, up I-35, into the Hill Country, into northeast Texas, they're included because of forecast guidance saying, hey, it looks like some of these areas farther north of San Antonio may get in on a little bit more action. But as you saw in this latest forecast model, which I'll go over again if you're just joining us, it says some pretty good activity for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So the timestamp on this forecast model is in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Heaviest rain tomorrow morning, northeast Texas towards Dallas and towards Waco and towards northeast Texas. And then you'll see this front will drag farther south and then touch off and ignite a couple of those thunderstorms into Fredericksburg, Kerrville, San Marcos, and Austin tomorrow afternoon, primarily after 1 and 2 o'clock. So big takeaway, morning hours and lunchtime, pretty quiet, but towards 1 and 2 p.m., that's when things are going to get a little bit more active off this frontal boundary to the north. And as it does so, these storms are going to push farther south towards I-10 and towards San Antonio around the 3, 4, and 5 p.m. hour. This is just a forecast model, so take the placement of these storms and the timing, the exact timing with a grain of salt. This can easily happen closer to the 3 o'clock hour or towards the 7 o'clock hour, but we're thinking with daytime heat plus this front moving in from the north, that'll be a good combination for at least the potential for a few strong thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon after 1 and 2 p.m. And then coverage of rain moves farther south. The front will try to push its way farther south into San Antonio. But the thing is, as long as it's around, we do have daily chances for rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, I do think Monday afternoon, tomorrow evening, will be our best window for pretty good thunderstorms moving into the area. And it'll be primarily after 2 o'clock. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, more just scattered activity more than anything. So if you have plans outdoors by, Wednesday and Thursday, for example, don't cancel them. But there will be some scattered activity around, and some of which could be heavy at times, which is much welcomed. We do need the rain, and it's been a while. And so far for the month, we've only picked up about a quarter. We just talked about that. Let's just go over it one more time on this particular graphic. Yeah, 0.32. That's for month-to-date rainfall, August 2022 for San Antonio. Now, do you want to mention, the last few weeks, right, there has been waves of rain moving through. And this is just the numbers from the airport. So for example, if you're watching from Helotes or Fair Oaks Ranch or Schertz or from Converse, some of those areas that you're in may have seen a little bit more rainfall than this right here. So it's just indicating the numbers from San Antonio International, the airport. So again, kind of giving you an idea of how much rain the city has seen, not so much your neighborhood or the local areas you're in across South Texas and around the Bexar County metro. Okay, so we talked about the rain, and let's chat about that. So pockets of heavy rain definitely possible, especially tomorrow after 2 o'clock. Afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. Scattered activity midweek, and here's kind of a forecast on what to expect. It's not going to be widespread flooding rain. It's not going to be that at all. Not at all. It'd be nice because we're in pretty bad drought, so we could use it, but this is just showing you the next 7 days. So this particular graphic is the next 7 days in regarding rainfall, so not all at one time. So hill country areas forecasting up to about 2 to 4 inches of rain from now until about next Saturday, and then around that for the Bexar County area, 1 to 3, and then 1 to 1.5 towards Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, Laredo, and south of Eagle Pass in southern Maverick County. And then you'll see best chance at rain tomorrow after 2 o'clock, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. More scattered activity, and then more isolated activity into Friday and Saturday. So you can see it's not going to be an all-day rain event. Most days and the majority of the days will be mostly dry, cloudy, and some sunshine as well. But when we get heating of the day and plus that front moving in from the north, that'll touch off some rain. So if you have plans for your Monday, here's a little timeline. Take a look. 92 at 1, 95 at 3 o'clock, and coverage of rain will enhance. It will increase towards the back half of your Monday. So morning quiet, a little bit of fog, a little bit of cloud cover, a mix of sunshine and clouds, but towards the 3 o'clock hour, that's when things start to really ramp up. The clouds move in, the humidity starts to really increase, and the stage is set for scattered to numerous showers as that front sinks farther south into the region. So you'll see on the 7-day forecast, 90 on Tuesday, 89 on Wednesday and Thursday. So with the help of cloud cover, that should keep our temperatures down quite a bit. And keep in mind, average high is 96 this time of year, and we'll be in the upper 80s, which is always nice to see. Mike says, won't believe it until I see it. I know, man. I know. We're waiting for it to materialize. The conditions are favorable. The stage is set for at least some rain, but if you see rain or if your neighborhood sees rain, that's yet to be seen. So we'll see how it unfolds tomorrow, but it looks like tomorrow after 2 o'clock, a pretty good chance at rain and storms as temperatures cool down by Tuesday and Wednesday, so it's looking good then. Bridget says, cold front, question mark. Yeah, okay, so August time, obviously one of the hottest months of the year. We're rebounding off, the heart of summer, right? June, July, and then early August. So if we ever see cold fronts this time of year, middle, late August, they're very weak. They don't do much for temperatures. They'll shave off a few degrees in the afternoon hours, but they're not going to be cold temperatures. As you can see right here, 7-day forecast, 90 on Tuesday, but that's from 95 on Monday. And then it cools down. So you can call it a cool front or a not so hot front, whatever you want to call it, but it is going to bring temperatures down, also increase the chance at rain. So again, not a cold front, but it is going to shave off a few degrees off those afternoon highs. Praying for rain. I know, praying, cross your fingers. And you'll see, while 40% is not the greatest chance at rain, it's still a chance, and scattered activity is better than nothing. So again, cross your fingers. Yep, I know, same weather story, Mark. I know, man. It's just back and forth, on and off. Going to the zoo for a while tomorrow should be good. Yes, Shelly asked. Well, if you're going to the zoo, or if you're going anywhere outdoors tomorrow, do it in the morning, because after 1 o'clock tomorrow, that'll be the best chance at least seeing some rain and possibly a few thunderstorms moving in. So if you're just joining us, Shelly asks, if I'm going to the zoo tomorrow, am I good? If I'm going anywhere outdoors tomorrow, am I good? So tomorrow morning, it's fine. It's cloudy, it's quiet, it's dry, it's warm tomorrow morning. But after 1 p.m., things are going to get busy. That front drives farther south. Fredericksburg, Kerrville, San Marcos, and our northern counties in the hill country will be the first to see rain tomorrow afternoon, after 1 p.m. Now, this line moves farther south around the 4 and 5 o'clock hour. And this is just a general timing on it. And then farther south by the 6 and 7 o'clock hour, and then 8 and 9 o'clock. And then after sunset, things really wane down, quiet down. It's mostly cloudy and dry overnight into early Tuesday morning. So the morning is quiet for tomorrow, but if you have plans outdoors tomorrow afternoon, please just keep an eye on radar. It looks like it's going to get pretty busy. There's actually going to be some scattered thunderstorms around, whether it's right over your neighborhood or right over your house. That'll be remain to be seen. So we'll see how it unfolds, but it looks like we have a pretty good chance and coverage of rain after 1 p.m. tomorrow as storms move in from the hill country and then farther south into San Antonio. So if anything, you have your radar app. If you don't have one, the KENS 5 app has one as well. But keep an eye on your radar tomorrow. That's pretty much the best tip I can give you if you have any outdoor plans tomorrow, especially Shelly, if you're going to the zoo. All right. Hello, good evening, depending on, perfect. Shout out to Harlandale bus drivers. Shout out, man, shout out. All right, hello from San Antonio. Good. Perfect. Hope you get some rain in Lacoste. Yeah, pretty good chance at rain tomorrow and then the next several days as well. Again, scattered, but not widespread. We're hoping for the best because we do need rain. We're well behind schedule, and we could use a lot more. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, 7-day forecast as we get into the second to last week, or the last week of August, really, because September 1st is when? Let's find out. September 1st is next Thursday. So this is the last full week of August, and next Monday is the 29th, next Tuesday is the 30th, and next Wednesday is the last day of August. So here is the 7-day, and the chance at rain is best in the afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. And each day will feature a lot of the same, right? A little bit of heat, a lot of humidity, blend of clouds and sunshine, and then afternoon scattered activity. Not to say it's going to rain everywhere, but 40% coverage of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday and Friday, as it kind of trends down by the weekend, right? It goes from 40 to 30 to 20 by next Saturday and Sunday. So more spotty, isolated activity by next weekend. So it looks like Monday tomorrow, after again lunchtime, 1, 2 o'clock, after that hour is when storms are going to erupt out north, move farther south. So if you have plans outdoors tomorrow, the morning is okay, lunchtime is okay, but after 1 p.m., that's when storms are going to move in. Have your radar app handy. You're going to need it for tomorrow because some storms are going to get pretty strong. It's not going to be widespread storms, but 60% coverage of rain in the San Antonio area and metro. And good news, sunshine, clouds, and highs back in the 80s for the middle of next week. So we'll trend cooler, and our chance at rain at least stays up for Wednesday and Thursday. So we will take what we can get. Cross your fingers. We do need the rain. All right. Shout out to San Antonio Harlan bus drivers. Perfect. Is there another wave coming after that? Call and ask. Yes. Okay. So we talked about this wave. So we'll go over this one more time, and I'll keep it on full screen so you can kind of get an idea. So this is a forecast model. This is the IBM graph model, one of many forecast models, but this one is performing a little bit better. It was initializing better earlier today on the rain that was out there east of San Antonio. There wasn't much in the city, but there was some good action towards Houston and down I-10. But anyway, so tomorrow, first wave comes in 3 o'clock towards the Hill Country, Gillespie County, Kerr County, Kendall County. That's about 4 p.m. tomorrow. And again, the timing may fluctuate tomorrow depending on how fast that front moves and how fast it ignites rain north of our region. But this is a forecast model, so take it with a grain of salt. And you'll see by 4 or 5 p.m. or so tomorrow afternoon, it moves in San Antonio. And this will be primarily the only line of rain, right? Scattered showers, maybe a few heavy thunderstorms. And then towards Tuesday, this model says not much on Tuesday, but given that there's scattered activity between Port Lavaca, Columbus, and Hallettsville, some of that could make its way towards San Antonio. And given that that front may stall out somewhere near I-10 between Fredericksburg, San Antonio, Gonzales, and George West and Beeville, that front could easily be farther south. Now, why that's important, well, that'll continue to ignite just kind of waves of scattered rain. It's not going to be heavy rain like the one tomorrow afternoon. But as long as that front stays near us, it'll keep at least the chance at more waves of rain in the forecast. So the main line tomorrow after lunchtime towards the 3 and 4 o'clock hour, but more just kind of waves of scattered rain midweek, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So primarily Monday, best chance at seeing some heavy thunderstorms, but more spotty scattered activity by the middle of this week. So yeah, I mean, that's good, right? You can see 2 to 4 plus inches possible in the Hill Country, 1 to 3 on average in the San Antonio area, and then 1 to 1.5 down I-35 towards the Rio Grande. So again, just to reiterate, tomorrow morning for your Monday planner, if you're going to work tomorrow, if you're back to school, yada, 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 tomorrow morning quiet. Partly cloudy, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover, and highs in the lower to middle 90s tomorrow for your Monday. And then cloud coverage will increase, and so will some showers, and so will some thunderstorms. And as you saw in that forecast model, Some of them may be heavy towards the back half of tomorrow afternoon. So please have an umbrella handy just in case. If you have your kids going to school, if you're going to work, obviously, if you have any plans tomorrow, the morning will be quiet, it'll be dry, but towards the afternoon, 4 or 5 p.m., there will be some scattered, localized, heavy thunderstorms around. So please be careful and anticipate that. While 60% is not 100%, a good chunk of the area between Gonzales, San Antonio, Kerrville, Hondo, and even towards Del Rio, that coverage of rain is pretty high. So there's a good chance that a lot of folks do see rain after lunchtime tomorrow, especially in the hill country, as that line of rain moves farther south. Temperatures cooling down into the upper 80s midweek, 89 on Wednesday and 89 on Thursday. If you guys have any additional questions, feel free to shoot me a message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything and any way you want to get in touch with me. I'll be here tonight. We'll be on at 10 p.m. tonight on Kent's 5. From 10 to 11 for the latest on weather, local news, and sports, so please tune in. If not, no worries. And Paul will be here tomorrow morning for the 4:30 to 7 a.m. show. He'll have the latest on the latest forecast guidance on those storms tomorrow after lunchtime and the exact timing on what we can expect for rain on Monday afternoon and even some spotty rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we'll see how it unfolds, but at least it's rain and at least it's getting cooler. At least we're talking about something and not just triple-digit heat. So it's good. You know, I mean, considering these last few months have been one of the hottest on record, you know, it's good to see some change. It's good to see some cooler air. And given that 96 is the average for this time of year, 89 doesn't sound so bad. So while not everyone's going to see rain Tuesday and Wednesday, it's at least a pretty good bet on that. Scattered, 89 looks good. 89 on Thursday looks good as well. Cross your fingers, we do need the rain, considering pretty bad drought this entire year. I mean, this entire summer has been one of the driest on record, so we do need the rain. Do need the rain. All right, guys, happy Sunday night. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to shoot me a message on any of my social media platforms. Ryan Shoptaugh is my Twitter, is my Facebook, and is my Instagram. I'll be here tonight. And I'll be back on Wednesday and Thursday is my next days on shift. But anyway, Paul Morales will be back here tomorrow morning to give you the latest on that. But we'll be back live on Kent's 5 tonight from 10 to 11. Tune in, and we'll see you next time. We'll leave it on the 7-day forecast for just a little bit.